Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
You are listening to the Brilliance Business Show, conversations with leading experts in business. I am your host, Mark Stephen Pooler. We have a wonderful guest today, Rebecca Davi, Queen of Talk and entrepreneur. And our topic today is empowering brands worldwide. Rebecca, welcome to the Brilliance Business Show.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you for your lovely welcome and your lovely introduction.
I'm really looking forward to a conversation with you. Before I get started, I just need to make a legal disclaimer that Rebecca is not offering legal advice or legal assistance. So let's get started with the show. Rebecca, can you share with our listeners a little bit about yourself and your business?
Yeah, so where do I even start? It's amazing because the journey has been absolutely incredible and the feedback from people has been, pretty much the same. But I actually started in, 2005 was when I went through depression and anxiety. But then whilst I was going through that, I always knew at the back of my mind that it wasn't the end all. So I always knew that there was more to life.
Yes.
And then that's when I set out on a journey of self-discovery. I started reading various authors from Eckhart Tolle, like Power of Now, which I absolutely love.
Me too.
Tony Robbins, Abraham Hicks.
Yes.
So I was looking into like spirituality and personal growth, mainly personal growth. And that's when it really stuck to me that this is it. That was my aha moment when I was like, this is what I love. It was just so fulfilling. It just really resonated with me. And then that's how I knew that, okay, this is me set for life. So then after that, I got business degree. And then I went into radio, Shoreditch Radio, which was a local community radio station. And then like the whole lifestyle of everyone kind of shifted. So everyone was constantly on the go. It was very rare that you'll find people that want to actually tune in on a Thursday at 6 p.m. because everyone's constantly busy. So then that's when the audience were like, they want to listen to the show on podcasts. And that's when we went into podcasts. And then afterwards, I created a team, an amazing team. And it just really set off from there. And literally people from the States, from the UK and Canada are just like, oh, they love what we're doing. I mean, the messages, the feedback received has been absolutely amazing. And yeah, it's all down to God. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
Just like you, I was on a journey of personal development, and still today, I do lots of personal development. Tell us a little bit about the clients that you serve, Rebecca.
So they range from 25 to 44-year-olds. They're male and female. So they're mainly actually based in the States, even though we're based in the UK. And funny enough, I actually had someone, a few people actually said to me, oh, if they're based in the States, why don't they work with either like a magazine? Because we've got the digital magazine and the show. Like, why don't they work with other platforms in the States? And I was like, number one, I think a lot of people actually think I'm based in the States, which is,
yes.
Yeah. I think that's probably down to, especially when it comes to like personal growth, it originated from the States. So I think the UK, they're still getting used to like personal growth and what it actually is, because we're so like corporate based. And then number two, I think people just really resonated with the brand because it's just very boisterous. We're just out there. You know, we don't hold back. Yes. There's so many things that need to change. And in order to make that change, you need to, don't hold back. Don't hold back. And I feel like in the UK, we're very, very good at doing that, like holding our tongues. We have something to say, but then we hold back. But it's about being out there. In order to spark a change, you have to be out there. You can't hold back.
I love it. And I had the pleasure of being on your incredible podcast, Rebecca. Tell us a little bit about your magazine and podcast.
So it's, and you were absolutely amazing, Mark. Thank you for joining us, I must say, once again. But yeah, the magazine, so I would say the digital magazine, which is called the Davi magazine, is a written format of like the show. So we've got the show, which is video, we've got the magazine, which is written, and then we've got the podcast, which is obviously audio. So what we tend to do, it's all about empowerment. So we're empowering people to step into their greatness. And how we do that through the lives of others. So we share people's journeys and how they manage to overcome adversity and like what tools or what strategies they use in order to get there, to really help other people who are currently going through the same and make them aware that, okay, if that person was, let's say, if Mark was able to overcome depression or anxiety, I can do the same. Yes. You know, we learn by sharing other people's journeys. We learn through other people's stories. So yeah, there's nothing greater than empowering people through other people's lives. And that's pretty much what we do in a nutshell.
And it really is empowering as well. You have had some really incredible guests with the most incredible stories as well. Oh. So my next question, Rebecca, I want to know what motivates you to jump out of bed every single day.
Goodness. This one, I could just go on for days with this question, because it's really the people. It's really the people out there. There's so many people out there going through hardship. There's so many people who are unaware that they've got so much greatness within themselves. And it's about us bringing that out of people, you know, making them aware that, okay, what they're currently going through is not them for life. You know, there's more to life.
Yes.
And sometimes you have to, it's kind of like the domino effect. So kind of making them aware that you can overcome life's adversities and then spark that change within that person. So then it sparks a change within the next individual. So it's really I really get a buzz from seeing like people's feedback, from reading people's messages saying, okay, you've helped me overcome this, or by sharing that you've helped me overcome that. And that's what really drives me. And especially the fact that I'm an empath and I'm extremely compassionate, it just gets to me seeing people go through hardship. And I wish there was a way to take that away from the world, you know, and for everyone to just experience joy, because I strongly believe that life is about being joyful, you know, sharing amazing moments with your loved ones. I you know, that there's so much to life than experiencing hardship. I know it's part of our journey. We are actually meant to experience it, but then it's about us overcoming it and then using that to help other people. But it is not the end all. It's all about making that choice that, you know, I'm not gonna be depressed anymore. I'm not gonna be anxious anymore. You know, it's about making choices. Certain choices in life steer us to where we're meant to be. And that's what really, really drives me. It's just helping people along the self-discovery journey make the correct choices, or help them in terms of making great choices that will change and transform their lives.
Great reasons to get out of bed when you're being of service to others. I'm even feeling motivated just talking to you, Rebecca. So what sets your business apart, and what unique need, are you filling for your clients?
I would say what really sets this business apart is that a lot of people are currently going through mental health issues. So that currently there's 1 in 4 people suffering from mental health disorder, according to the World Health Organization. And there's a stigma attached, especially when it comes to millennials. Apparently 78% of millennials are holding belief that there is a stigma attached. And as a result of that and the growing concern, we're all about empowering millennial men and millennial women worldwide, and to make them know that, okay, they don't need to suffer in silence. You know, we want to normalize having a mental health issues. We all go through issues in our life. It's just that mental health happens to be one of them. But by normalizing it, we're making other people aware that, okay, they can overcome it. You can overcome it. Living testimony. You were living testimony that you can overcome it, Mark. I mean, your story is absolutely amazing. And I think that we need to, you know, kind of pump out that message as much as possible, because a lot of people are ashamed of it. A lot of people feel embarrassed when it comes to speaking about mental health issues. And it shouldn't be something that you shouldn't be embarrassed about it. It's part of life. It's there for a reason, you know. So it's time that we really eradicate that stigma attached to having mental health issues and normalize it. Because then by doing that, that would obviously decrease the amount of people who are either having suicidal thoughts or, you know, committing suicide. I mean, even today, I found out through a friend that a childhood friend of mine committed suicide, and he's a male. And it's just, it's heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking.
Why is your service especially important in today's modern world?
It comes back to mental health, because it all revolves around mental health. So we need to make that change. We need to start by looking at ourselves and making that change, because, it only starts with us.
And mental health is so universal. Everyone has suffered with some kind of mental health at one point or another. I really admire the work that you are doing. I would like you to just share just a few more details of the kinds of services and products you offer through the magazine and through the podcast. How do you take guests on? What are you looking for?
Yeah, so we have loads of services. They actually range from, so with the podcast, we have loads of clients who are special guests. They're from the States, from Canada. Majority of our audience are actually based in the States and Canada, and also
Me
UK.
too, yes.
Yeah. So we have special guests. We have advertorials. So we work very closely alongside our clients. We're very customer centric. So then we tend to really focus on our clients, and we want to build up loyalty. We want to build up trust, you know, because we want them to come back to us. And that's the reason why we have repeat clients. Yes. Because they love working with us, and how we share their stories. We have a very unique writing style as well, you know, and it's not just about sharing the journeys through a simple interview. We love to really delve deep, you know. So when it's not just how did you go through this or how did you go through that? We like to really, really delve deep, and we believe that that's the only way that you can really resonate with someone when you hear like the stories and the adversity that they went through and how they managed to successfully overcome it.
And your brand is so beautiful as well. All the graphics that you put together with the podcast episodes, they're just stunning. Now, I know, Rebecca, you have all sorts of client success stories. What's one that stands out to you?
Oh, one that stands out to me the most is actually Mark O'Brien. Mark O'Brien is absolutely incredible. He's got cerebral palsy, and he's written a book called The Final Fence, Sophomores in the Saddle. And it's all about overcoming adversity. And it's incredible to see what he went through in the past and how he's managed to overcome adversity. And we've been, continuously sharing his journey through the Davi magazine, and also through the show. And it's been amazing. The feedback that we've gotten from him, and also from his publisher has also been sharing the post. That's Awesome Corny UK. And it's been absolutely incredible what people have written back in terms of emailing us and saying, oh, through Mark's journey, you know, it makes them aware that, okay, he's got cerebral palsy. He's able to overcome adversity then they could do it too. There's literally no excuse. If you want something, you'll really find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse.
And it's a great gift what you're giving to your guests to really share their message that then has a ripple effect and goes on to help so many other people that are hearing the great messages that you're putting out. How do clients typically hear about you, Rebecca?
So we get loads of referrals, and then we've gotten a lot of people just contact us through the website, and they've said, oh, they've seen the work that we've done and it's amazing. They're really empowered. And how do they get involved? And we're very open in terms of, when I say we're open, it's because I very strongly feel that everyone has got an empowering story to tell. We all have. Yes. But it's just that some people are ready to share their journeys. Some people aren't. It may not be that time for them to share their journeys, but we all have an empowering journey. So we like to really work closely alongside our clients and kind of, as I said earlier, delve deep and bring that out of them, really strategize with them how to share those stories, to empower other people to live a life full of greatness.
Rebecca, I just love the work that you're doing. You're a lovely person. Likewise. I love your brand. I love the stories that you're putting out into the world. Is there anything we did not cover that you would like to share?
I think we covered pretty much everything. I think the main thing is I just want people to really, really be aware that they have so much greatness within them. It doesn't matter where you're currently at. It doesn't matter what you went through in the past. You have so much greatness within yourself. There's nothing that you cannot achieve, and if you're currently going through hardship, know that it's temporary and you will get out of it and you will become stronger. All you need to do is just simply persevere. You've just got so much greatness within.
Persevere. I love that word. And with perseverance, anything is possible. Rebecca, how can our audience connect with you? And if there's anyone out there listening with an incredible story that they want to share with the world, how can they get in touch to get a slot on your incredible show and in your magazine?
Oh, thank you, Mark. You could find us at RebeccaDavi.com. I repeat, that's RebeccaDavi.com. And also you could connect with me via email. That's Rebecca@DaviMediaGroup.com. I repeat, that's Rebecca@DaviMediaGroup.com. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. That is Real Rebecca Davi. I repeat, that is Real Rebecca Davi. And you could also connect with me on LinkedIn, which is Rebecca Davi.
Rebecca, thank you so much for being my guest today. I've really enjoyed having a conversation with you.
Oh, thank you very much, Mark. Pleasure is all mine. You've been absolutely amazing. And I love what you're doing also. And you are just an incredible gent. You're so pure. You've got a heart, full of gold. You're just amazing.
Oh, bless you. And the pleasure's been all mine. You have been listening to the Brilliance Business Show, conversations with leading experts in business.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.